All right. So we've talked about the challenges of modern parenting, the tech, the information overload, all of it. It can feel like we are spinning a lot of plates, and let's be honest, sometimes a few are going to wobble or even fall. Now, let's shift our focus and talk about the foundation, the core principles that can help us not just survive, but actually thrive as a parent. We are going to talk about positive connected parenting. These are not rigid rules, they are more like guiding stars, helping us navigate the sometimes turbulent waters of raising kids. First up, we have love and connection. This seems like a no brainer, right? Of course, we love our children, but the connection part, that's where the magic happens. It's about building that deep, secure bond that makes your child feel safe, loved, and understood. And in today's busy world, that sometimes means being intentional about creating those moments of connection. It's not about grand, expensive gesture. It's about the little things, the everyday moments. It's about putting down your phone, and I know that can be tough. And really listening when your child is telling you about their day, even if it's a 20-minute story about Minecraft or their favorite cartoon. It's about making eye contact, getting down on their level, and show them that they have your full attention. Think about incorporating small rituals into your day. Maybe it's a special bedtime routine, reading a book together, singing a song, or just having a few minutes to chat before lights out. Maybe it's a family game night once a week, or a regular weekend outing to the park. Maybe it's simply making a point of eating dinner together as a family without screens and having real conversations. These moments, these connections, they build up over time, creating a strong foundation of trust and security. It's about that strong attachment. That is what this is about. Next, we have respect. And this one goes both ways. It's about treating your child as an individual with their own thoughts, feelings, and opinions, even if those opinions are different from yours, and even if they are expressed in ways that are, so I wish, say, less than ideal. It means following their perspective, even when you disagree. It means listening without interrupting, and that of one I know, and trying to understand where they are coming from. It means acknowledging their emotions, even the big, messy ones, and validating their experiences. For example, instead of saying, don't be silly, there's nothing to be scared of, you might say, I see you are feeling scared right now. That's okay. Can you tell me more about what's making you feel that way? It's about creating a safe space for them to express themselves without fear of judgment or ridicule. It's about avoiding dismissive language like you are being ridiculous or stop crying. Those phrases, however small they may seem, can chip away at a child's self esteem and make them feel like their feelings don't matter. Now, respecting your child doesn't mean you become a doormat. It doesn't mean you let them do whatever they want. We will talk about boundaries in a moment. But it does mean approaching them with empathy and understanding and treating them with the same courtesy and consideration you will expect from them. Then comes guidance. This is where we provide the structure, the support, and the teaching that children may need to navigate the world. Think of yourself less as a dictator and more as a guide, a mentor, a coach. You are there to help them learn, to grow, and to develop the skills they need to become responsible, resilient adults. Guidance involves setting clear expectations and boundaries. Kids actually thrive on routine and structure. It helps them feel safe and secure. This could be anything from having a consistent bedtime routine to establishing clear rules about chores or screen time. It's about communicating those expectations clearly and consistently so your child knows what's expected of them. But guidance isn't just about rules, it's also about providing support and encouragement. It's about helping them learn from their mistakes rather than punishing them for the mistakes. It's about celebrating their successes no matter how small. It's about being there to help them pick up the pieces when they stumble and fall. Think of it like teaching them to ride a bicycle. You wouldn't just give them the bike and say, go figure it out. You will hold on to the back, provide guidance, offer encouragement, and be there to help them get back up when they fall. And that brings us to understanding. This is about recognizing that your child's behavior is often a direct reflection of their developmental stage. A 5-year-old throwing a tantrum because they are tired and hungry is behaving in a developmentally appropriate way. A 10-year-old struggling with peer pressure and social dynamics is navigating a normal part of preteen life. Understanding child development help us respond to their behavior with more empathy and patience. It allows us to have realistic expectations. It helps us remember that they are not trying to be difficult. They are simply being kids, learning and growing and sometimes expressing themselves in messy, imperfect ways. For example, a toddler testing boundaries is a normal part of their development. It's how they learn about the world and their place in it. A teenager starting to pull away from their parents and seek more independence is also a normal part of growing up. It can be challenging for sure, but understanding why they are behaving that way can help us respond with more compassion and less frustration. Finally, let's talk about gentle parenting. This approach is often misunderstood, so let's clear something up right away. Gentle parenting is not permissive parenting. It's not about letting your kids do whatever they want whenever they want. It's not about avoiding discipline altogether. Gentle parenting is about combining all of the principles we've discussed: love, connection, respect, guidance, and understanding. It's about responding to your child's needs with empathy, setting limits with love, and focusing on building a strong, connected relationship rather than controlling. It's about understanding the root cause of the behavior. So instead of just reacting to a tantrum, you will try to figure out why the tantrum is happening. Are they tired, hungry, overstimulated, feeling ignored? Once you understand the underlying needs, you can address it more effectively. It is setting limits with love. So take a moment, breathe and reflect. Think about these five principles: love, connection, respect, guidance, understanding, and gentle parenting. Which one of these resonates most strongly with you right now? Maybe it's love and connection, and you realize you want to make a conscious effort to spend more quality time with your child. Or maybe it's respect, and you recognize that you could be a little more mindful of your tone and language, even when you are feeling stressed. And which one feels like a bit of a challenge? Maybe you struggle with setting consistent boundaries, or maybe you find it hard to understand your child's perspective sometimes. It's okay, we all have areas where we can grow. Nobody is perfect, and parenting is a journey, not a destination. The important thing is to be aware of these principles and to strive to incorporate them into your daily interactions with your kids. It's about progress, not perfection. Now, you might be thinking, this all sounds wonderful in theory, but how does it actually work in the real world? How do I apply these principles when my child is refusing to do their own work, or having a medal in the middle of a store, or glued to their iPad? That's exactly what we'll be exploring in the rest of this course. We'll be taking these core principles and apply them to specific everyday situations, managing technology, fostering emotional intelligence, and using positive discipline techniques. We'll be getting into the practical, the how to, the tools you can use right now to create a more harmonious and connected family life. We'll be building on each module. So let's keep going, and I'm excited for what's ahead.